Hey, all you cool cats and kitties. No, whoa, hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. And we're here to. No Joe Exotic here. No, none of that goddamn Carol Baskins. None of that stuff here. Can you tell that this was actually done? Like, you could tell exactly when we're filming this, right? What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing?
They were dark times indeed.
They are.
I was doing good until that intro. I literally can't escape that stupid thing because I live in Oklahoma.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, so now we got to ask the obvious question. Have you ever been to the GW Zoo, I think it's called?
No. I live northern Oklahoma, not southern Oklahoma. I am cultured.
Nice.
Why did anybody have any reason to know that?
See, I'm an uncouth savage because I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, you don't need to.
No, count your blessings.
Yes,
Ignorance is bliss over here.
I'm not even allowed to tell Sue-Ann about the Tiger King.
Oh my God.
All right. Anyway, so we're about to start finally on the 4th episode of the Atlantis campaign. All right, one of the most promising and terrifying campaigns of them all. And we've got a totally full house as of right now. So let's see. We've got Lindsay playing Zirin. We have got, actually, give us a brief description of your character.
Well, I'm a Skrull Ravager, and I am here to help the Atlantean people.
That seems to have changed recently, but we'll get into that. We've got Megan R. Miller, author extraordinaire. Did you unpack your books yet?
No.
That's okay, because
No,
most of your books are on digital anyway. So
That's true.
Ethernet.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it's Megan R. Miller. If you don't type the R, you won't be able to find me. You'll find mine. Craft books instead, and I will be playing Kaya of the House of Dorma, who basically wants to fight everything and is just now starting to grow a sense of obligation to her people. So we'll see how that goes.
There was a lot of character evolution in the previous episode. We got Mimi playing Daphne Davis, the greatest alliteration in the game.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Daphne.
Daphne is a marine biologist as well as a 3rd grade science teacher. And she's an altered human starting her adventure here.
And an honorary rube.
Oh my God.
Must be. I mean, like, you don't start teaching the subjects until around the 5th grade, so. But that's fine, because I would only know that because I was a 3rd grade teacher. It's no big deal.
You're
but
just a babysitter.
We also, yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
That's what we used to call the kindergarten teachers. Man, they got mad. So we've also got Sue-Ann McGinnis up in here, and I don't see your character's name. I'm sorry. I know your character's name. In fact, I'm pretty sure your character's name is Tamara, because I wrote it down.
Tamara Tanaka.
Which is also an alliteration.
Woo! 2 for
Okay.
2.
You know what?
There
Okay,
we
fine.
go.
The greatest alliteration in the game. Sorry, Mimi. Taking 2nd place. Oh, jeez. I broke her heart.
Aw. Well,
All
we'll share the 1st place, you know. I'm a
Sounds good.
That sounds like no one won then.
2 winners.
I know you
When it just wasn't either of us.
So, Sue-Ann, tell us about Tamara.
Tamara is a smuggler. She's someone always looking for the next griff or next con. A homewrecker, obviously. He ruined a classic fairy tale wedding, then, you know, betrothal that was to be. But, you know. Also, she's a girl with a plan because she's trading up from seaweed page, you know.
Right, you are just shattering that glass ceiling. you are a yes girl in the making.
Exactly.
Let's be honest, I think we kind of need the glass ceiling in Atlantis, otherwise the water will get everywhere.
Oh my God.
That's true. But that's why we have Capri Sun packs. The greatest invention known to Atlantis. So
We didn't get on this Capri Sun market, Daphne.
you guys, this was before your time, but who knows? There might be a Capri Sun appearance in this one. You never know. The
my
Kool-Aid
God.
Man may show up.
Oh Jesus!
God.
Break through the. Oh yeah.
Oh no!
See, that's a man that will truly shatter that glass ceiling.
So we had an adventure last week, and unfortunately, Sue-Ann wasn't able to make it. Can anybody fill her and the audience in on what happened in the previous episode?
Okay, so these two, I can't mirror here. Okay, these two.
We had a very good idea.
They had the bright idea to take a submarine down to Atlantis to steal from us in the wake of a nuclear attack.
Right. Technically, I was stealing.
Yeah, all right. Technically, Daphne wasn't. She just kind of got duped into it, and for some reason thought listening to Zirin was a good idea.
She didn't know I was Zirin. I was Marcy Collins.
That's right. She's Marcy Collins. Anybody believes that. But
The US government believed it. They have me registered as Marcy Collins.
Oh my God.
That's not saying much.
I know, right?
We Atlantis were burying our dead and like having a really rough time of things, and they showed up, and I was like, because they got pulled over by the guards, if I remember correctly.
We were playing the Spice Girls really loud.
In a submarine.
Yep. Got pulled over by the guards, had to basically do that whole rigmarole where they were like, show us your identification and roll down the window. And they're like, well, we don't want to die, so we're not going to do that. And took like water breathing pills and got out of the vehicle. And so that's about when I showed up and was like, all right, fine, I'm taking these into, because you said that you had information about the attack. And I was like, okay, my mother's going to want to hear about this. So I took you guys to go talk to her.
International incident, so wait.
Yeah, we decided that it would have caused an international incident if you guys had like told her these things without being absolutely sure about them first. Yeah. So then we proceeded to go and look for evidence and heard some people talk about what they had witnessed personally, and we got a list of names to talk about and grill for information. And we found out that the ship that did this had really hella cloaking device. So that narrows down the list of who could have been responsible at least. And then we found a giant eel.
There was a giant eel fight.
There was a giant eel fight.
And Zirin had a change of heart.
I didn't have an exact change of heart. I just showed that I was actually a scroll, and I used my weapons because I didn't want to do nothing. And the thing was pissing me off. And so I shot it a couple of dozen times.
Oh
wait, so you didn't have a change of heart? So you are still planning on robbing from Atlantis?
It's here or there. It really depends on the day.
Wow, there were tears.
Yeah,
there
I know.
Were tears.
I know.
Okay, maybe she's just really good at crying at the drop of a hat. I don't know.
Right? She's like, I feel so bad for these people.
I feel bad, but it isn't going to stop me from stealing.
Oh my God.
Bad, but not bad enough not to take things.
I feel as if Tamara might have a new friend then.
God, I know. You're going to be such a bad influence on each other.
The thing is, I still got to look out for number one. I got to get back home.
Speaking of stealing, there was a little girl, Mira, who we found out some information about.
Oh, that's right. She was the turtle girl's sister. I'm sorry, I lost the word turtle for a second there.
No worries. That's Zora.
She's too smart for her own good. I don't like her.
We don't like Mira?
I don't like Mira.
Little Mira? What, just because she knew somehow that you were
I don't like her because she kept poking at me.
I'm giving that child a raise, by the way. She's on my payroll now.
She's a nosy little girl.
This is true.
Which is fitting because at least I was a nosy little girl.
Okay. I have, shoot. I'm so mad. I can't find my thing that I was looking for now. It's actually from another campaign, but it's relevant. It is what it is. Okay. Really, I'm not going to find this, am I? That's what I get for not looking for it before I started the campaign. So I guess that's on me. All right, let's put all this crap away. Hey! Whoa, you too. Oh my gosh, I got papers flying everywhere here. So, with all that being the case, I hope that these stupid papers aren't that damn loud. Get in there. These things are going to attack me later, but for now, that looks safe enough. Okay, so, and that's where we are left off. There's a meeting being called. Big old. Oh shoot! I wasn't recording. Can I hit record and we'll start doing all this over again? I'm joking. We're totally recording.
I see the light.
I see the
light
button.
Somebody's
So,
getting ready to. I knew it was Megan too. So I was like, I'm getting my spider sense tingle, my safety sense, my bullet sense. Somebody's about to beat me up, and I get the feeling it's Megan. So, steam coming out of her ears, only caught by the earmuff type.
You're gonna catch Megan's hands. Is what you're gonna catch.
ask me if I won't.
No thanks, because I know you will. So, what happens now? Namor has called a meeting for royalty and representative members, and therefore the House of Dorma and affiliates are, of course, welcome, and hence the rest of you three can get in with Megan, with Kaya, the Lady Kaya, and call her Lady Kaya. She'll beat you up, but. So you
Oh no, call me Lady Kaya here because the other nobles will laugh at me if you don't, but like anywhere else that's like not a thing.
Right. So everybody gets called in and there's a bunch of shuffling and shimmying and talking and whatnot before the King of Atlantis actually shows up. People talking, you hear certain rumors being spread back and forth amongst people, are we going to move? Are we actually going to move Atlantis? We've moved so many times before. Is it a possibility we can move again? We've lost a lot of royal houses. We've lost a lot of people. This is a terrible. Are you? Is that the Sorting Hat?
No, it's just a wish hat. I didn't mean to derail you. Keep talking. Sorry.
So, yeah, a lot of rumors being spread. Yeah, questions of who might have attacked us. I heard it was the Lemurians. I mean, who else could have gotten so close? It's impossible. There could have been anybody else. Do you remember the one? At one point, you hear, there was the one sister in the House of Dorma. She was a Lemurian. What if? And
Yeah, what if? You want to keep going down that road with me?
They suddenly turn and look. Lady, how are you? Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Shamefaced walk away.
Me, duel after this.
Shamefaced walking away.
All right.
They know better.
I just broke eye contact before I got the chance to throw the gauntlet down, but it was coming.
They know. They've seen. Your revolutions have always been televised.
Tamara's like, you can send them a letter. I'm pretty sure that would work.
Right? With a gauntlet, spring-loaded. They open it up. Psh, ah! So, with these rumors being spread and whatnot, eventually King Namor does show up. And there's a makeshift podium. It's practically a milk crate, that he's going to stand behind. And he says, my fellow Atlanteans, you know that the devastation is beyond any of our mortal ken. It's something that we couldn't have possibly expected, and yet somehow here we are, because Atlantis survives. We will not move. We will not pick up and run, yet we are still vulnerable. We have to secure defenses. And this is going to mean going to places that we never thought that we would, including the mystical. but the mystical is for another time. For now, we will also focus on the scientific. There's an Atlantean by the side of him, an older man. He says, "This is Vertas. He will be working on our defenses, trying to find some way to keep us safe." And this, another man comes up, a little younger. "This is Kiral. He will be working towards trying to consider a eugenics program. It's unfortunately the best option that we have right now. We have to make ourselves stronger. We have to also increase our numbers because when push comes to shove, we've lost too many. Atlantis must go on, which means that we'll need more Atlanteans. We've also got members together for peace treaties, and we'll be sending emissaries soon. We have to make sure that our enemies don't attack us again while Atlantis is undeniably weaker. And we're going to need volunteers for that as well. Not COVID. So it's like my second cough the whole day. I feel confident. So yeah, this is basically the speech that we must press on, and it's going to mean that every single Atlantean must move forward. Our armies have been cut in half. He actually starts. He also unveils a giant pillar. It's almost a monolith. How large this thing is, filled with the hand chiseled names of everyone who was lost in this. And yeah, you know that Zora's name is going to be on this. Shoot, the what the heck is her name? Oh yeah, Kartan, the dressmaker. Her name is also on the list. Like, there were a lot of people who were lost in this attack, right? I'm sorry. It is a sad moment. In fact, there is actually going to be a moment of silence as well. And yeah, after that, are there any questions? A couple of questions come forth, mostly what will we do? What about our defenses? And unfortunately, most of these questions are answered by platitudes or reassurances, and sometimes even rephrasings of the question. Megan, you've been in this game long enough that you understand that this means that Namor's plan, unfortunately, mostly revolves around hope. He doesn't have a whole lot to go on right now.
All right. So when things start to ebb down and clear out a little bit, I am definitely going to try and snag a moment if there's an appropriate time to do that.
Publicly, like now, or privately?
Oh, no, privately.
Oh, absolutely. If there's nothing that anybody wants to, ask of Namor, then we can move on. And then you can have that private moment. Okay.
Okay, I just need to know if my ex-fiance has talked to him about the things that he found out. Like, given him the list of names, if that has been brought to his attention yet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was. I don't know what happened between you two, but I can say that now is not the time for squabbling if that is the case.
No, I just wanted to make sure you knew what he had to say. We're not even fighting anymore.
Understood. He doesn't know about you and oh, for crying out loud. It's the idea. Thank you. Xerix. He doesn't know about you and Xerix, so he's just thinking like, maybe now's not a good time for you and Vane to necessarily cut things off because, more Atlanteans.
Okay, no, absolutely not out of the question, and I'm not going to entertain that notion again. I'll do my part, but I won't do it with him.
He looks at you approvingly, and he tries to look at you stoically, as Namor is wont to do, but then a little tiny hint of a smile cracks on the side of his mouth, and he says, "Just like your mother."
I hate to hear that, but I'm smiling like I don't really mean it.
So he says, there are people on that. In fact, back to over here now, Dr. Vertas is actually going to be working close with the military in that regard. In fact, we were hoping that we could use a portion of your, like your home was obviously affected as everyone else's, but your home did have certain safeguards to it that many others didn't. Since you do have some extra room, I'm hoping that you can request of your mother that we can actually use a portion of the home as a scientific lab in order to. We're going to actually double up and have Vertas and Carol both in there. So the eugenics program and the what do you call it? What was the title I gave to the first?
I don't think you did.
Okay, basically it's going to be like code encryption and the like.
Yeah.
So cryptic.
Okay, I will
zoology,
ask her, but I want to know
crypto.
first, are you asking me to ask her because you don't want to talk to her yourself, or is it just because it'll be easier?
Because I don't have the time to seek everyone out.
Absolutely understandable. Consider it done.
Awesome. He gives a quick little and then moves on. He's got advisors who are like, anxiously waiting.
All right, I will regroup with the party in that case.
Fantastic. So the rebuilding of Atlantis commences, and there are a lot of people who are put together and trying to bring together the materials and the like. As is expected, by now I imagine Mira is just kind of by your guys' side. You guys are looking out over the scenery. Excuse me, I don't know why I've got hiccups now all of a sudden. Jeez. Looking out over the scenery of Atlanteans just getting together and working, soldiers patrolling around on the sea turtles and whatnot. And she kind of like, you guys are right next to the pillar, and she just kind of, touches her sister's name and whatnot. Gets a little bit of the freshly chiseled stone on her finger. Just kind of looks at it, looks back up at you guys. Says, the workers are doing this out of a sense of duty, but they really don't like the idea of being here. It's the barbarian tribes, you notice, that are being asked to rebuild the city that they were never really a part of.
What would you suggest to remedy that?
I don't know. How do you remedy in one conversation what's lasted generations?
Well, I don't think that it's going to continue to be a problem at this point, because right now we've taken such a hit to the population. There's really, there is no dividing us right now. There can't be.
At the same time, you still live in a really nice house. I live in a seashell. It's a big seashell, but it's a seashell.
Yeah, actually, speaking of that, I've been meaning to officially put you on the payroll because, like I said, you're noticing things that I'm not noticing, and I need to know these things. So I'll get back to you about that. We've got things that we need to take care of, but just expect that situation to change.
She starts swimming away. She stops, turns around a little bit, kind of sizes you up a moment and says, I'm not going to be your snitch.
Yeah, I didn't figure that you would be. I'm not going to ask for names. I want broad strokes. It's a blind spot for me.
Kind of shrugs a little bit, continues her swim. Cool, take 10. 10 karma, I mean.
Yes. No, I gathered that. I was just trying to find the tab I left my character sheet in.
It's not a Chromebook or anything, is it?
No.
Puck, 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 puck. All right. Character interaction.
Oh, joy. This is going to be fun.
So, this is a mess.
So what do you think the plan is from now on? What do you need from us?
we do need to figure out what's going on. We need to figure out where that ship came from. I know that there's a lot going on here, and they're going to be busy with that. I'm going to need to make that report to my mother. I've got a lot of people I need to check in with. But as far as you three go, is there anything you can think of that you could do to get a little bit further in figuring out, narrowing down who could have had a ship like that?
Honestly, this isn't my game. I'm used to like smuggling and lower priority things, things that don't hit your radar. But I'm thinking that we'll probably want to look in to see whether there are any unusual traffic that was going on. I mean, this sort of thing has to be pre-planned. They just can't come in here and bomb an entire city.
Okay.
Tamara looks back down at her phone, making notes.
You're right. All right. So here are my thoughts. Zarin,
Yes.
or are you still going by Marcy?
I'm still going by Marcy. I haven't.
Oh, okay, well, in that case, I would have said Marcy because I'm not stupid enough to have outed you in front of someone you haven't come out to personally.
Because I'm still in my human skin.
All right, Marcy.
Yeah.
I've got that list of names that are going to need spoken to. Do you think you can subtly try and wheedle some information out of them? You're good at that, right?
Sure.
Tamara? You've got a pretty good idea what needs doing as far as tracking down what preparations do need to be made in order to orchestrate something like this. So
yeah, but on a lower scale, I'm hoping you're not expecting me to know everything.
No, I mean, of course, I'm not expecting you to know everything, but you've got a better idea than the rest of us do as to what goes into planning something like this. So can you...
Launching a massive attack on a city? Girlfriend, I mean, I'm good. I just ain't that good. I will snoop around for you. I probably use a couple illusions, things like that, but it's going to cost you.
I can pay it.
All right.
Obviously, I'm not going to ask any of you to do anything without being paid. Like,
excellent. That's why I love you.
Daphne, do you have thoughts on this? I want to see where your mind went on its own before I ask you to do anything specific.
Honestly, like we've talked about before, I want to see if we can find the ship that did this. And after that, I could probably make a few phone calls, but I don't want to do that without having something to talk about.
Okay, well, something to talk about would be the kinds of preparations this would have taken, what factions have the kind of technology that is required to cloak to that degree, because that's... And if you can manage to ask those questions and make it seem like you're asking about something else, that'd be great, but it's going to be kind of easy to figure it out because this was kind of a big deal. You know,
Obviously.
just propose it as a theory rather than a hard fact. Like, if you can keep that from getting any further than it already has, that would be fantastic. I know you're the one with the contacts here, so just whatever you guys can find out. I have some things that I need to report on, some things I need to request of my mother, like just general political things that are going to be keeping me busy today. But I know I can trust you guys to get these things done and do what needs to be done. So I'll meet you guys back here around sundown.
Oh, one moment before you leave, could I have a picture or something of a higher up agent, maybe someone who can have the classifications of getting information? I just don't think I should be showing my face around, if you know what I mean. And the less contact we have with each other, or appear to have, the better our circumstances where it'll be from, information.
Hey, Bill, how well known is it that my sister skipped town?
Very well known.
Okay.
She's the one that everybody always looked at. And she's green, after all.
Yeah, that's fair. Do we have anybody that's like within my particular household that I know is going to be busy and not wandering around today?
Within your household?
Like, not necessarily a direct family member, but somebody that's like one of our retainers that would be expected to be in these areas, but I know won't be.
Well, there's going to be the two scientists at the very least.
Well, yeah, but they're not our retainers, and people are going to know where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, you'll have plenty of handmaid. Well, I would imagine that probably half of your like handmaidens and whatnot and butlers have kind of moved on to go and start rebuilding. But yeah,
Tamara's
Okay,
going to want
so-
an image of someone with a little bit of authority, though, that can
Yeah.
ask the questions and that they won't dismiss right away.
Like a house Carl.
yeah, you've got an au pair you can talk to.
Okay, cool. In that case, that's the image that I'll give you because I know that they're going to be busy tonight, and like that way you'll be able to like get into where you need to go. I'll give you all the basic information that you need to assume that identity, and
Cool.
I am trusting you a lot. Please do not betray that trust. I know that if that person is reported as doing something untoward, who is responsible?
I am as innocent as a little lamb.
Oh, I'm
I
sure
would
you are.
never, ever, ever take advantage of your trust. Your credit
Right.
cards, maybe.
Yeah, I
Kaya's
figure.
like, what's a lamb?
It's this little thing that has a lot of wool on it. It's practically defenseless.
They worship the god of Bo Peep.
They do. They do. The blood goddess.
Basically, what I'm saying is if I'm mad enough at you, there is no amount of distance that can keep me from finding you, so bear that in mind.
I know how to hide really well.
She knows
doesn't
how to
matter.
track really well. Spike tracking.
So much spice.
Okay.
And like, Zira, you get the feeling that she's not just saying that for Tamara's benefit.
Yeah. I picked up on that.
All right, so I will then go to get my errands done, and we don't have to play that because it's gonna be a lot of boring like rhetoric and stuff.
Flashbacks of Kaya emerging from the chest cavity of the giant eel with the heart perfectly
Yep.
attached. And
Yeah.
just kind of poking it with the rapier.
Flashbacks of Tamara on her phone going, ooh, Candy Crush.
Unincorrigible.
All right.
All right. So, and Daphne, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
That is
There
a
are
good-
the scientists if you want to hang out there. Maybe you could be some help.
I think I'll do that first. Go
Okay.
see what Dr. Vertas is doing at this very moment.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so Dr.
Oh! Can I retroactively give them like my signet to flash around if they need? Okay, cool. I do that.
Thank you. I was wondering how I was going to go about this without them being like, "What do you want to know?"
Well, what I want to know is, bam! Tell me everything I want to know.
Yeah. just stick them up with gunpoint.
Right? House of Dorma. Okay. All right. So, let's start with Daphne, I guess.
Yes.
You're hanging out with doctors Vertas and Kiral, and they're both doing fairly different things, but there is still a lot of evidence and streaming of cryptozoological information coming in, trying to check out the Atlantean closed circuit TV stuff that's going. There's not a lot. It's not quite like London, but there's a couple. Saying out in front of the fishy 7-Eleven down there, and sometimes known as Davy Jones' locker. There's a couple cameras. So yeah, he's trying to research as much as he possibly can. The times, everybody who reported on when this happened and whatnot, any little tiny incident that somebody remembers. Every so often a new soldier will come in. One of the higher ranking soldiers will come in. You're actually doing a good job right now of learning what the different ranks are amongst the officers and NCOs of the Atlantean military are, because you just keep seeing all this brass coming in and out, and they're all trying to give soldiers reports and handing over paperwork of when this happened, like exactly when they said such and such happened, and they're trying to time everything to see, like, are there any outliers in this? Maybe that's who we need to talk to. And Zirin is actually given some of the Zirin is probably looking at those outliers, people who say that something happened when it shouldn't have happened, or people whose stories corroborate just a little too much, and then counter mining and checking to see who, any of those names appear on this list that I've got. And a couple do. So you can go out and you can start interrogating some of those peeps.
It's called fun interrogation because it's fun for me.
Fun interrogation.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So, as for Sue-Ann, what are you doing exactly?
Oh, she's snooping around wearing her fresh new illusion, trying to get as much information as humanly possible about the upcoming traffic of that day, whether in the last couple of weeks, maybe reaching out to the money holders and seeing whether any deposits that were unusual were going certain places, because you always want to follow where the money's at.
And you should certainly know this, Tamara, and you're going to take 20 karma points because that was particularly good. And you do note one particular soldier. You're not entirely sure, and this person's name is not on said list. There is no full. You're looking and you're not entirely sure of what's going on with people's ranks in the military here in Atlantis, but it looks as though this person is a cook. But there's no reason for this person to have been stationed someplace else and doing whatever it is that he was doing. Some of these things just don't match up.
Okay.
So yeah, you probably need to get more information before you go in and have the conversation with him. But
what is the cook's name?
The cook's name is cook's name is Tyrak, Tyrak.
Tyrak.
Yep.
And what sort of money was he receiving, and was it all from the one place? Would be the question as well.
There is one. It almost looks like some kind of a escrow. Like the money had to clear there before before it went to some other account.
Do we have any traces of origination from that place? Is it multiple sources before going to that escrow? Things like that.
The most damning evidence ever. The origin was cash.
Ooh, okay.
Or seaweed, with serial numbers. Serial number seaweed. Anyway.
She's like, that damn seaweed. Queen of my existence.
And Kaya, what y'all doing while you're on mute?
Okay, so I am first asking my mom about the lab space, and I'm making sure that household stuff is in order and doing what it's supposed to be doing. I am going the places I'm supposed to go and just making it look like all of this isn't going on. My fingers aren't in a lot of pies right now. I'm just showing up where I'm expected to show up at the moment and trusting my team to take care of things right now.
Okay, that works. That's actually good. You're providing cover for everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not too shabby. Okay. Daphne, you discover that there was, in fact, some kind of a communication sent in an unlisted broadcast frequency. Private frequency. It wasn't broadcast. And the Dr. Veritas is trying to decipher that right now. But actually, through his decipher, I actually have to kind of rush this a little bit because Sue-Ann actually came up with a freaking fantastic idea. But that being said, the message is basically just a time, and you recognize that this is right around the main time that most people agree that this incident happened, the nuclear attack. Lindsay, what you're able to figure out, Zirin, what you're able to figure out while you're out there is that there are way too, you don't really have to, maybe you're having fun with the interrogations,
I'm
but for
having
the most
loads
part,
of fun with it.
But for the most part, nah. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they're not working with you too much. They're working with
Yeah.
you reluctantly because of the
I'm also
ring.
looking. I'm also looking for like just tells of lies and stuff like that. Just small facial movements and stuff,
Gotcha.
and all this other stuff. So
Gotcha. There are people that maybe have some little thing here and there. Yeah, you do have your detective espionage, right?
I actually do not have those skills. I'm just a good liar.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. So you're going through experience. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. So, okay, then nothing to roll, and
Yeah.
you don't really find too much of anything out there.
I just make little marks of like what I feel. I need to talk to this person a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. And what's more is you actually put it out there that, you know, whisper on the wind or whisper on the currents, there is actually an investigation, and you're allowing that rumor mill to spread a little bit, which is starting to maybe jumble up some fishes.
Oh yeah.
So it's nightfall, and you guys are all able to return back to House Dorma, what's left of it, and you're half of it at that. So what do you guys want to congregate on?
Oh, I just remembered one of my errands that I was running was going to be actually be putting Mira on the payroll. I just want to make sure that ends up happening, because like that's like I said I would. I meant it. Anyway, so where we were the last time we talked is where we said we'd meet up.
Yep.
Gotcha. Official title for Mira?
What is a nice fancy way of saying like this is what's an editor for a politician?
An editor for a politician.
Yeah, because
spokesman?
like no,
you
because
don't
I'm
want
not going to send
spokesman.
her to talk to anybody. She's
Consultant.
that's a nice vague way to put it. Yeah, because a consultant can do many things.
Nah. Okay, so I'll write that down.
Consultant to the house.
House.
That's a fancy way of saying snitch.
What did she say? What did she say? I know snitch, man. Snitches get stitches.
I like that fancy new title for snitch.
So yeah. So what do you guys discuss and any plans? I'm going to mute myself.
Man.
Okay, so what have we learned?
I've learned of some sort of unusual trafficking with money into this particular person, but I'm going to have to do a little bit more background checks on him.
Okay.
And I have to seek out to see what would be the connections, but I just find it a little bit offsetting in terms of the cash flow.
Okay.
I will need to know a little bit more about the structure within your settings for your military in order to reconfirm. I can't automatically assume, because we don't want to nail some poor guy's balls to the walls for no reason.
This is not a time
I take
for
exception
me
to that term.
Well, we can nail some badges if you want.
This is not the time for me to be mistrusting the people on my own squad, so I will give you whatever information that you need. Just like realize that this is sensitive stuff, and if it gets misused, I am going to be like skinned and hung out to dry. Like I am not telling you this stuff lightly.
Honey Bear, I know how to do my job. That's why you're paying me.
Yeah, it is why I'm paying you.
One aspect of what she'd indicated was she wasn't sure about the ranks and whatnot. It just seems weird that a cook would be stationed all over the place and whatnot.
Yeah.
You recognize immediately that this is actually a naval. I guess every branch of military in in Atlantis would be naval. This is actually the same kind of payroll setup that your boyfriend has.
So that is, I have circumstantial evidence that person might be a spy of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much I will give you the information that I have. And I will tell you what I'm speculating, but make it very clear that I am speculating this. I don't actually know this guy is a spy, but it seems like that's fairly likely.
Honey, you just follow the numbers. If something don't add up there, then you know that something's going on. Because you're not going to overpay your cooks. I mean, if you're anything like our uplanders, you treat those people like trash.
That seems like a very stupid thing to do to somebody that handles your food.
So you overpay your cooks?
I mean, I pay them fairly.
What particularly is fairly?
I don't actually know. I don't write anybody's checks except for you guys and Mira. I really need to get more involved in that and find out how much we're paying our cooks.
Yes,
I'm sorry. This entire situation has just made me realize how much I don't know. This is not the time to break down. What else do you need?
I'll need ledgers. I'll also need connections. We got to see what family they have related, whether there's any perhaps subgroups that aren't happy with our fair city here. That's what we want to look at.
Well, according to Mira, apparently that's everybody in the working class, so...
that would have to probably do partial for that equity pay I was speaking about. So which would make it stand out a little bit more. It
seems to me like those people wouldn't have enough money to pay for the kind of operation this was.
So let's follow the money.
Okay, let's follow the money. You just let me know if there's anything else you need in order to do that. Zirin.
Well, I contacted everyone that you wanted me to, and I've highlighted some names that I thought were particularly interesting and let them know that an investigation was going on just to get the heads spinning, gears turning.
Okay.
Just see what they do. They like to squirm when they think they're under the line of fire.
I'm sorry, I just saw what Soup was posted in the chat and I died a little. All right, okay. And how much did you let on that you were breathing down their necks on this? I did ask for casual conversation, or do they know?
They know, there's a hint of it going on.
Okay, I mean, I just need to know how much they know so that I know how carefully I need to tread.
They just know they might be getting another visit if things don't cooperate right. So
all right, cool. So I will look at the list of names that Zirin has highlighted here. I would have called you Marcy. I don't know why I, out of character, am being this stupid, but in character, that's definitely something Kaya would have remembered to do.
Marcy next time to make it easier.
Yeah, that would make it much easier. Thank you. Okay, so I will grab the short list of names. I will scroll that on, I guess, my seaweed tablet or whatever it is we use to write things on.
And the ones I particularly asterisked as, they are the ones that to me seemed like they knew more than they were letting on and trying to be deceitful.
Okay, so guys that were hiding things, excellent, good. Daphne.
So, while I was hanging out with the scientists, I got to see some of your security things. What I was able to find out was there's a specific time where a private conversation on a really strange frequency went on. Around the time when this whole explosion was said to happen.
Were they able to trace it back to where physically it was happening? Okay. What do we know about it?
Well, we know
do we have duration of the conversation?
It wasn't very long.
Okay. So that means that whoever was having this conversation had to have already known the information that they were going to relay before they relayed it. They had this set up in advance. Do we know what channel this conversation took place on?
It was a private, unbidden channel.
So we can't tap into it now?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you could tap into it, but like, there's nothing there. I mean, it was, wireless, but there's no activity on it whatsoever.
What are the odds that they would use it again, though? Like, is it possible for me to get like a little radio and like keep it on me and then have it like alert me if a frequency goes out on that channel again?
You can have a radio to your home where you would actually be able to have a conversation. Yeah.
Okay.
The Dr. Vertas could actually contact you immediately, say, "Hey, there's a conversation now."
Yes, good. Make it so. All right. So we're following the cache trail. We know that this conversation went on. We know that this is the list of names of people that are sus. So what do the three of you suggest in terms of next steps? Tamara, I know you've got your plan moved for like following the trail of cache, and I know you're good at that, and I know you're good for it. But next steps for the rest of us. Could you use another pair of hands?
Yeah. Probably.
Okay. In that case, Marcy, Daphne, I don't know what you need another pair of hands for, but you've got Marcy's.
All right.
You're welcome. It's funny because never mind, I'll wait.
All right. I think what I'm going to do is start background checking these people that Marcy has flagged as being particularly suspect and see what I can find out about them and who they've been talking to recently. And Tamara, if you have time to check these guys out while you're out doing your questioning, please, by all means, do so, because I will be asking those above, and I need the opinions of those below as well. And I don't think they would take kindly to me showing up and trying to grill them for anything.
My lady, I'm going to be all into their things like Thanksgiving pie.
Your metaphors have once again gone over my head, but I'm going to assume that means yes.
Yes. And also, I get extra for this, right?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. This is This is an emergency. I'm paying you guys $5.50 right now anyway. It's good. You're good. I'm good for it.
And bonuses if I find out the really good dirt.
We'll see the dirt, and then we'll see if you do.
Perfect.
I love this. So I'm definitely helping out. I'm getting paid on the side too. What? they got the money.
And by the way, that applies to.
I need to find out the seaweed rate to credit rate.
I'm sorry, is seaweed just like the nickname for cash down here now? Like, gotta get those clams, ladies.
Yeah, which has nothing to do with the 3 seashells, by the way.
Tamara's like, I'm taking mine in gold, thank you.
I'm not playing with seaweed anymore.
Sunken pirate gold.
Nice. Pyrite. Fool's gold.
No, pirates gold, like pirates treasure, like
gotcha.
R.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. Oh my God. Geez, calm down. Wasn't it 2 days ago? It was just 420. Maybe we need to go back there, man.
Man, I wish.
We have a time machine.
Okay, so hot tub time machines aside, let's go to, or DeLoreans aside, let's go to, all right. So, Zirin, you're going to go back in the exact same Marcy.
Yeah, I'm sticking in Marcy skin right now. I do not feel comfortable being my original skin right now.
No big deal. As a shapeshifter, you can go as any old skin that you wanted.
Oh, I know. I'm waiting to decide.
Okay.
If I want to take an Atlantean or not yet, but
no worries.
Not yet. I'm comfortable as Marcy right now.
Okay. So where are you going to go to? Just going to start trying to cross off more names?
Yeah, and also help Daphne because apparently she needs another pair of hands.
Okay.
And I feel particularly nosy.
Okay, not a problem. Following the bank trails and whatnot, I don't think anybody's ever investigated banks in freaking Atlantis before, so I love this. I got to go on the fly, but I love this. You're discovering where some of the banks could. Oh, here comes Mr. Marbles. Yep, there he is. So you're discovering where the money is. Yeah, it was a cash deposit, so no way of knowing where the money came exactly, but you do know that the money has gone to an offshore escrow account, and that this account is actually in what do you call it? The Lemurian area, which is only going to further enhance the arguments down here, because Lemuria is considered the main antagonist to Atlantis. These exiled cousins from long ago, or the days of yore, if you will. So whoever this person is apparently has some plans to move to Lemuria. Let's see. This would Daphne and Dr. Veritas have discovered. Anything else that you guys are looking for? You two.
Daphne, what are we looking for?
I guess like ships in the area during that time this conversation went on.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So this is going to take some investigation, but let's see. I guess, you know what? I guess I'll have to do a roll for Dr. Vespa. You guys, neither of you two have any kind of. Actually, no. You know what? You can help out with the roll also, Daphne, with your marine biology. I would imagine this would give you some idea of echolocation and the like, and the reading a sonar map of the surface floor, the oceanic surface. Yeah, the oceanic floor. There we go. Duh. Surface would be the water. So anyway, are there any other skills that or talents that either of you two might have that would grant you a roll or increase your rolls?
Oof. I mean, I have tinkering. I don't think that's going to really help in any stretch. So
I don't see any reason why it wouldn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give Daphne a boost in her roll.
Yeah.
Because of that +1 column shift.
Okay. What am I rolling?
Whose is it? Be honest.
I was muted.
No big deal. Okay, so any other?
What's Daphne rolling?
Oh yeah. Any other talents to increase your roll?
I don't see anything. No.
No worries. Okay, so your reason. What's your reason attribute?
It's incredible 36.
You're a smart cookie. So going to incredible, moving right +1 column shift because of your marine biology. Huh? Oh, and then one more column shift because of the assist from Zirin with the repair tinkering. So you guys are able to. So go ahead and make a roll, and let's see what color you get.
And I rolled 2 10s, right?
Yep. Make sure you know which one is the high dice if they're not
Okay.
the same colors.
Or T100 if you're using digital.
Yeah.
I got an 8 and a 10.
Oh, so an 80. Oh no,
Yeah.
no. An 8 and a 10 would be an 18. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sucks for you. Literally, you got in the white. You got in the white. You got nothing.
And a
Nada.
10 was made.
0. Zilch. Nothing. Big fat goose egg. All right.
Question: can we not spend karma on rolls, or do you have to say that before you roll?
You may spend karma, but since you didn't say spending karma in advance, it would now cost twice as much. So it's going to cost you a minimum of 10 to bump it into the green, but since it's costing double, it will now cost you 20 karma points to get it in the green. And Daphne would have to spend that karma points since she's the one who made the roll. If you wish to spend 20 karma points.
I will spend 20 karma points.
Well, all right.
Hey.
That was a monstrous. I wouldn't have said, adding karma in the beginning of that either. I'd be like, monstrous, if I got this right at 18. These dice hate me. All right. So you spend the 20 karma points. You're like, oh, there's nothing here. You know what? Let me just give it one more look. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second now.
Oh, we got something.
Yeah, you do actually have something. You're not overly familiar with what these readings are. You're actually going to need one of the soldiers involved to, or one of the higher up officers in the army, the military, to, I guess all just Navy, to figure out, more about this. But you do have an idea of some of the readings of the ship, size and everything, and it is a pretty damn big ship. Just saying. Yeah.
High five, Daphne. We did it. Phew.
No.
Left you hanging.
Oh, rude.
She was busy taking notes.
Oh,
I love
my
their
God.
relationship.
My notes. We found something. There. Happy?
This is like a Scooby-Doo relationship. I'm digging this. Okay, so Sue-Ann, Kaya, not Kaya, Tamara. Tamara, what do you,
Oh, Tamara's all up in everybody's business. She's checking out contacts to see, relations and to the cook, family members, past, everything back to when they were in kindergarten and whether or not they used toilet paper if she could. So she is.
Toilet paper underwater would be odd.
Do you have
Well,
their
the three
previous-
shells.
The three seashells, Demolition Man.
Tamara is snooping and she's making notes in her phone. She's just trying to get as much information as humanly possible because she wants her extra coin.
Roll 1d10 for me, please.
1d10. I have to roll it on my phone
Sure.
because I'm terrible and don't have actual dice.
Oh, really?
No.
I'll hook you up with some dice next time I see you.
Ooh. Even more reasons to visit the bill. Not that I really need reasons. I'll just pop up out of nowhere. Hi.
What are you doing out here?
I'm outside your house going, what up? You're like, oh no, I should be intimidated, but it's just Sue-Ann.
It's all good. Just leave out a bowl of cookies, a plate of cookies.
I rolled a 10.
10. Oh, that's
bad.
bad. So that's how
Okay.
many. That's how many cavity checks you're forced to do.
Oh gosh.
It was literally just a joke, and if you had the dice right there, it would have went a lot better instead of you having to actually search that. But anyway, cavity checks are a choice if you want. And
At least
what
you have
kind of
some clubs.
right? What kind of cavity check are you doing that you're going down like that? Wow.
Listen, it's all about the positioning, okay?
Right?
Ass up.
Bend all the way over. Stand up, head between your ankles.
Mhm.
All right.
So airport securities.
Essentially.
She was taking notes while they were doing the checks. She's like, I'm definitely going to have to use this in the future.
I'm just going to take a swab as a quick sample. Looks innocent enough, right?
It's as humiliating as it is frightening.
To say nothing of the pain. So you start checking all sorts of people like that. You start trying to cross your own names off the list. You're what's actually cool is that you get to double check a lot of the same people that Zirin had to double check.
Mhm.
All right. So is anybody, however, going to be talking to the supposed spy master or not? I'll take
Somebody definitely needs to, and if nobody else is going to volunteer to do that, I will do it.
Okay.
But just realize that I am not trained for this, and it could end very badly.
Good.
Okay. If we're okay with the possible dangers of me doing this, then I will do it. I'm just saying.
Tamara can do it. Let's face it. She'll do it. She'll do it. She'll spare you.
Okay.
For some extra coin, yes.
Like, I don't think we want to shove this guy up against a wall and start threatening his life. So yes, I really think Tamara should do this.
Kind of like, hi, how's it going?
So, oh, bagel. Okay, fine. So you don't have detective espionage or anything, do you?
Espionage? What's espionage? I don't think
Spy.
I. Well, no, because Tamara's a smuggler, but she's never really. She's criminal. Mm.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was just going to say. You have criminal,
She's
right?
a criminal.
That 100% counts. Okay, so if you want to roll +1 column shift to your intuition.
Okay. I have to bring up my thing again, don't I? Do you have my chart?
I do not.
Aw.
Did you ever send me your chart?
Yeah, I did. I
Oh.
sent you my character draft and everything, remember?
You just
So I was a good girl.
yeah.
You know, it's once. Like
At least one of us was. I was just like, she sent me stuff. Cool.
He's like,
Are you coming up or not?
he's like, it's just the man.
No. I have it somewhere. I just have to look for it. You remember when we actually rolled those up? That was a millennia ago.
Listen, it was just last year, okay? Oh,
There
it's
you
not even last year. It's just 2 months ago.
Close enough. It's April.
All right, fine. We'll accept it in terms of dog years. Let's see. We're talking intuition. Intuition is incredible.
That's what I figured. Okay, so under amazing, you can make a roll.
Under amazing. What does that mean?
So when you look here and you have incredible, you're +1 column shift because of your oh, sorry, I'm too far away. So you're under incredible, but +1 column shift because of your criminal talent. So using your intuition, which is now going to be under amazing for this one roll, you're going to roll the dice and see what your number is, and then go across to where amazing is, and then you can see what color it is.
Well, I'm 43. I don't think that's very good.
Okay, well, it's not very bad either. 43 is in the green. So
Sweet.
43 over here, and then the amazing there. So yeah, it's in the green.
Tamara's gonna get all her clams.
Hard to tell on my black and white chart, but it's in the green. Okay, so with that being the case, you are able to determine that you have no freaking idea where this person is.
Okay, so I don't.
You should, but you can't find out where he is. You're wondering, just an oversight, something along those lines. You have no idea what's going on, but you know that he should technically be at this particular location. You go there. There's the cooking facilities and all that stuff.
Which means, to Tamara's recollection, someone's actively working to hide them.
Possibly. If you like, you could make one more roll under amazing, or under just regular incredible. No. Under amazing.
75.
Oh, hello. Under amazing, a 75 is indeed in the yellow. That's a much better roll, that being the case. You notice there's a camera. This is one of those closed circuit TV cameras. And it's pointing to where this person is supposed to be, this cooking facility.
So she's going to review the tapes. If she can, she's going to get.
You don't know where the tapes should be.
Oh, darn it. She's going to ask. because any good girl will ask, like, do you have the latest footage, the tapes? Can I get this feed? It's a
This would unfortunately be directly to the head of the Navy. You'd have to go a lot higher than me, ma'am. Oh wait, yeah, you're playing female. Okay.
Hey, she's casting an illusion. It could be a male. You could be right. You don't know.
Up to you.
I don't know. It's whatever, Kai.
It's your character.
She's like, okay, who do I talk to next? And she thanks him kindly for his time. She's really charming about it,
I know she can be. All right.
Kind of flirtatious, so that you'll give her a little bit of extra info. Because when a nice superior comes up to you, it's like she's kind of hot.
On a military base, that usually means something else, though. So
she's on fire, but it's good.
So yeah, they direct you to where you need to go, and you know that you don't have the security clearance. I mean, you're clearly not even an Atlantean. You're blue skinned, for crying out loud, but like not. Or no. What's your skin color? Gray?
Purple.
Purple. Yeah, you're a purple skin. Like, who's purple skin, for crying out loud? Yeah, they know you don't belong anywhere around there. So
but
that's going to be.
She's wearing illusion. Wouldn't she look like an Atlantean because she's one of the servants? Or
is that what you want to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then by all means, you'd still have to go through the proper chain of command. Unfortunately, they're like, listen, you're with Lady Dorma's house and the like. Perhaps we'll swing by and have a talk with the lady herself. We'll try to do just that.
So essentially, she's being badge blocked.
I did hit the mute just in time. You guys didn't hear me, right? Okay, wow. That was like a like I convulsed, for crying out loud.
An exorcism.
Yes, get a tall priest and a short priest. So yeah, they'll be in touch. So
all the tapes.
Yeah, you know how it works.
Yeah. She's just sitting there going, Mother of God.
Plus it is light. It was already nightfall by about that time, but yeah.
Is there any way that she could take on the illusion of maybe one of the guards or someone that might have access to the back down information?
You possibly could. What's your illusion generation?
Illusion generation for her is amazing 46.
Yeah, pretty much whatever you want to do. So yes. Go ahead and make a roll. But this is going to be with probably also with your intuition, because you're going to have to get the lay of, who everybody is, their rank, their poise, things like that. You can't act like Tamara.
Well, of course not. Mm-hmm. As talented as she is. Let's see what this will do.
Can't do the Southern Belle thing.
It's a 75 again.
This one. So weighted dice. They're loaded. I understand. I get it. So
I can roll again if you guys want.
No. It's fine. It's fine. So you do a very, very believable facsimile of the uniform, the Atlantean skin color, all that good stuff. And your demure, your demure is that of an actual soldier. So you go walking up, you get the general security. You also try to keep in mind the idea that since there are a lot less Atlanteans right now, it's more likely that they're going to remember who came in, and that the person who you're trying to replicate, or at least that they would know who comes in. So you do definitely have to be careful. So you go walking in, you're going to need security clearance to actually get in, because there's, obviously varying ranks even within the military. You go up to the front desk, and there's a lady there who's in charge of who gets into the vaults and whatnot to check out the tapes.
Okay. There's got to be a reason why the guard doesn't have their key card and all that stuff to get past it, right? So I'm assuming that Tamara doesn't have the ID.
Yeah, correct. You wouldn't have, you wouldn't have the ID proper. You wouldn't have the key card, the access card, or anything like that. But what you do have is, you look the part, and this person, can actually access. This would be like going to the police evidence desk, so to speak. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I need to sign to get back there. I won't be long. I'm talking her up. I'm being polite and courteous, very professional about it. Do I need to roll for this?
You will need to roll for this. Do you have any powers that could help you?
Well, I'm light manipulation and image generation. So those are the only ones I have. So image generation has 46, light manipulation 26.
Well, now let's talk about power stunts. Because with your light generation, you have the ability to, or you have the potential to hypnotize someone, but it's a power stunt.
Okay.
So if you have enough karma for this could work. You would give me 100 karma points, and that's just mine. I take with it and do what I wish. Just the idea that you're going to lose 100 karma points to even attempt this power stunt. And then using your power rank, which your light manipulation is remarkable or excellent? It's remarkable. So you're going to have to roll and get in the red the first 2 times that you try this. Red for remarkable is 95, but you're allowed to add karma. So you would give me 100 karma points, and then if you have enough, and you should have enough to be able to roll into it, you would roll the dice, and let's say you rolled like a 75 again, you would need to give me the appropriate karma to get the dice up to 95.
Yeah,
95.
Knowing me, it'll probably roll 1 or something.
Knowing you, probably. But but you would be able to actually manipulate light in a way that you've never done it before, not just, bright, and things like that. You'd actually be able to form it into like a little hypnotic pattern and actually mind control the person into believing whatever your story is.
Okay, what the heck? You can have 100.
You'd kind of pull a Loki.
Well, I like that. So, all right, she's putting on her Loki style suit.
Little horns come out.
Yeah.
Or just full blown Tom Hiddleston and just F the comics.
Can we roll? Can we roll?
Yes, you do. Under remarkable.
A 15.
Which means you have to give me 80 karma points.
Okay, you have 80 karma points. Aww.
So 180 karma points total. And then you will be able to roll to manipulate this person. Okay, so now I'm going to roll against her. Okay, and you're good. She only gets in the green, but your light manipulation is actually higher than her psyche, so she just falls for it, and you just like, such and such and such, and you kind of move your hands a little bit, not quite Jedi mind trickish, but just a little bit.
Got like spiraling little lights around me,
Yeah, your eyes kind of go like a kaleidoscope for a second. Little lights shimmering behind her, and just the right mood to make her agreeable. And she just goes, yeah, you know what? Let me help you in. And, walks in and unlocks the vault, walks you over to right where the tape should be, starts, let's see, I guess underwater, you don't have to do that. And Jackie just kind of swipe the air. So she finds the where the disc should be, comes over, because, tapes won't work very well underwater. And then she's, here you go. You can actually go and check the stuff in the back. I'll be out front if you need me again. And she goes back out to the front and leaves you with your privacy.
So what,
Also, I want you to try and make a mark on your character sheet under your light generation that you have one time attempted, what do you call it? The hypnosis.
Okay.
So the first 2 times you try this, you have to get into the red. The next 3 times you try it, after that, you only have to get in the yellow. The next 5 times after that you only have to get in the green. Once you've done that, that's 10 full times you've attempted it, in which case it's a permanent ability that you can do. You've just done it so many times, like riding a bike.
She's going to go test it on the servants. Should be like, hypnotize you to get me that extra glass of water. Yeah, right out of the sky. Let's go.
Right, it's just like, oh, more water? Sure. There you go.
All right. So she's looking over the tape. She's paying particular attention. She's even making sure what she can capture on her phone, because her phone is her utility belt. So she's, it's not just for Candy Crush.
Surprised us. But nonetheless, you're able to find plenty of tape of the cook, hanging out once in a while. He barely ever cooks. There's a whole team full of cooks, but this guy in and of himself, he doesn't really cook. He'll show up once in a while, a couple people show up, but you do have an idea of what he's supposed to look like. So you can actually do a video capture and make it your screensaver, whatever, and then boom, you now know what this guy looks like.
Does he look as if he knows his job would be the question too, or was he just a straight up plant?
It doesn't look like he's a cook.
Oh, okay.
So
right. Is there anyone in particular that visits him at any point in time in these tapes?
Nah, most of the time he just hangs out. He goes into a back office, does a little bit of paperwork and then leaves. Almost looks like he's in charge of like ordering and supplies and things like that. But yeah.
What are the angles on that paperwork? Where she have angles to see the orders, whether there was any particular patterns, things like that, because people can disguise notes that way.
100%. If you actually wanted to go back and get some of that paperwork, take some flashes and whatnot, by all means.
All right, she's going to do that.
Nice.
Tamara's going to try. She's a smuggler, so she knows how the game is. She's a criminal herself, so she's going to be used to covering tracks. So it would be a logical assumption that Tamara would try to look for signature moves in the state, because there are certain things that are going to translate throughout all professions and doing criminal acts. Or so I assume. Maybe I'm just being smarter with her. I don't know.
No. That works just fine. And this is your character.
Yeah.
So take 30 karma points for that, because that was a really good interaction.
Thank you.
You go back, you get your snapshots, and you skedaddle back home. The office door is locked. I don't think you're going to let that bother you.
No.
So you go back to home. Give the information to Daphne and to Dr. Veritas, and they start looking over the stuff and trying to do a little more cryptozoology. See if they can't do a little tracing of some, or some pattern recognition.
And Tara's just chilling in the back with her pudding pop now, and
as every good spy is wont to do.
Yes.
So hanging out with your yogurts.
Yeah, it's just like, job well done.
Nice. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do together? Okay. So nighttime, you guys are gonna try to catch some sleep. Morning time, wake up, back to work as usual. Now, Daphne, I imagine you are a most scientific types are usually just like nose to the grindstones, hit the books, and just start working. So while everybody else is still kind of like 5 more minutes, and the other person has 5 more minutes, no, 5 more minutes. You're just up like, I was gone 5 minutes ago. Yeah. So you're in there working with Dr. Veritas, and you are able to find the location of where the information went to, and with some of the paperwork that had come back and whatnot, you come to realize that everything seems to be going from to and from the same places. The money there was actually a money transfer. There was a huge money transfer. It actually did come through the paperwork that Tamara found. It was a huge sum of money. It's about what Lady Dorma earns from, I don't know, just being royalty for about a year. It's like a year's worth of salary in a single day. This is what someone apparently sold their nation out for. So discovering, where the money went specifically, that would probably involve going to Lemuria proper, but you do know that it actually came from a submersible from the surface world, and this is a huge, like if this is a submarine, this is no joke. Like this is a huge freaking object that was underwater. So yeah, there's that.
Do I like find out like what time it showed up and all that?
You can find out all of that information. Actually, have a chronology of step by step, and you also come to realize through your own. Go ahead and make an a reason roll for me, please. With what other skills or talents do you have? I would say skills. Do you have besides marine biology?
Medicine.
That's it, huh? Okay, no big deal. Just do a regular check then for me.
What was it again?
Reason.
Okay. So reason, incredible 36. Roll. I got 10 and 6, so 16.
Oh.
So that's in the white. Okay, no big deal. That's just some information that you don't have then. It's not a big deal. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's the game changer. Anyway, you don't have the information. So, while you're trying to figure this out, and you're just stumped at this, like I'm trying to figure this information out. I can't understand it. You feel a cold. Well, it's cold out. A cold bit of metal pressed against the back of your skull.
Oh no!
Better not be hurting our Daphne. We'll come after them.
It's Kaya. She was a traitor the whole time. No. You just, wait, I wasn't in on this. If you would have told me, I would have done it. But I mean, come on. No, you're just like, oh shoot, and you get a good enough gist. And in case you didn't, you do hear, I wouldn't suggest turning around, either of you. So you kind of look over. You'd like, rotate your eyes as much as possible.
I have the worst feeling right now, like this is going to turn out to be my boyfriend.
Oh no!
You get you see that Dr. Veritas actually has a pistol to the back of his head also. So it's literally a guy just, like this. It's you can see it's by the angle. Blue hand, it's an Atlantean and pretty big guy. Yeah, and this is some high-tech pistol it's not like some huge pistol, it's a smaller pistol, but nonetheless put up against the back of his head also. I'm going to need all of that information that you guys have, and I'm going to need you to put it right about there in front of you.
Let me think about this.
Well, there's only a pistol to the back of my head.
Right? Like, it's just a bad day. It's been a bad week.
Bad day for a third grade teacher.
Well,
and she's got none of her girls as backup with them.
I know. We slept in because we're lazies.
Right?
Well, no, you were working hard.
Tamara wasn't. She's just dreaming about, watermelon. Drool down her cheek.
I can't complain about like, that's my Discord symbol of approval, the watermelon.
Got some nice cold watermelon in my fridge.
I just finished one last week. I still have the memory.
Poor Daphne's like, I don't know what to do with these.
Right!
We're salivating over watermelon. What are you going to do with the gun to the back of your head? We're buying you time.
God.
Yeah, that's true.
Daphne, you're just gonna raise your hands up like this.
Please don't choke.
Right? Like, well, I mean, assuming I'm not gonna get murdered after this, I'd be like, I have to remember some of this information.
Dr. Zertex, Dr. Veritas says, I imagine you're a Tyrak, aren't you? Let's face it, you're not going to let us live. So what's it matter? Find the information yourself. and there's a noise. You don't actually have to look, but you can't help but to look. And you just see him crumple as the computer terminal in front of him has a hole in it. That's all circled by his blood. And underwater, the blood just looks really weird. It's just hangs there and starts to disperse. In your mind, you're thinking, it's going to get on me, but won't it just wash away? Will I need a Tide stick for this?
That is called shock, my dear friends.
Right?
I feel like the first thing is like, wow, my medicine really is not going to help that.
Well, I can't fix death.
So he kind of comes around the side and says, so you see, I mean business, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you refuse, who else is going to do it?
Oh, metagaming?
Sorry.
Metagaming?
Well, no, it's not metagaming. He just shot the other person that was in the room that knows the shit.
Metagaming?
Is it? I don't feel like that was that much of a stretch.
This isn't a Kickstarter. We ain't doing stretch goals here.
Oh my God.
So,
Oh my god.
he comes around and he says,
Good.
despite those voices that may be in your head, I can do this myself. I would rather you just simply do it for me.
Right.
On the fly.
Oh my God.
Can you see him?
Can I? That's a good question.
No, you can't. He is still behind you, but
Okay,
you
I'm shutting my
you
mouth.
can practically feel the breath on him. You know, like it's water, but yeah. You know, gills.
Cool.
But he starts what do you call it? He still has the other pistol in his hand, but with his thumb a little bit, he kind of flips through a couple of the papers, lifts the stuff up and holds it and whatnot. And he's just looking at it. It's like, you don't even know what half of this information is, do you? Let's face it, girlie. The fact of the matter is you're in way above your head. You're a human. You don't know anything here. You don't know anybody. You don't know anything. Give me what I want. I leave. You live. But you should probably do it fast. And you feel a little bit more pressure on the back of your head.
Can I
No. Can you what?
Part of me is like, because I got the whole shocky thing, but I'm like, I also don't want to get shot, so everyone in the world's looking over here. Can I try to electrocute him?
Yeah, you could try. Make a reason feat roll.
Oh my God. See if the dice like me. Got a 23.
Under your reason of, and I'm going to give you a +2 because of your medicine. So monstrous 22. That actually just makes it in the green. You've probably got a 50-50 chance of getting shot because fingers are weird like that. You know that when there's electroshock therapy, fingers tend to curl in, starting with the middle finger, but then moving on to the other phalange. And that's one of Megan's favorite words, if I remember correctly. Phalange. So there's also the idea that when there's but that's when there's a shock with sedation, like when someone's getting electroshock therapy. But a whole body shock can sometimes cause, a out like that or a in like this. You never know what it's going to do. So it could 50-50. It would literally be a 50-50 shot if the trigger got pulled and if the gun was veered away a little bit too much. And you're the doctor. It's not like you can just go over and heal whoever got shot.
Bill,
Shot. Physician, heal thyself.
I
What's
have
up?
a question. He fired that gun.
Yep.
Sound travels faster underwater than it does on the surface. Did we hear that shit? Have we woken up?
Eventually.
Okay, I just wanted to know. Just let me know when we get there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm giving it a couple of rounds because there's still the idea like, wait, what? And none of you are like seasoned veterans to actually know. This is going to sound really weird. Somebody actually just got shot in front of my place earlier in the week. Got shot twice. He was actually trying to make a drug deal. I'm shocked because I don't live in those neighborhoods anymore, but now apparently I do.
Oh.
Yeah, dude actually got shot in front of my place. Shot him in the legs. Yeah, and I immediately knew what the sound was, and I'm like, "You're freaking kidding me!" And like, there's a big, gigantic window here, so I'm just like, like this. I go out really quick, go and check my what. You should be thinking of what to do in the meantime, Daphne. But I got there. My wife is smart enough not to turn on the lights, but she's like looking out the window and stuff like that. I was like, "Don't ask get the fuck back to what are you doing? You don't do that. You don't do that. You kind of lean back and you look. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?" But yeah.
So can I get
really-
like a recap of what exactly is happening right now?
To you? Yeah, and you're.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like what exactly is happening in the last couple of seconds? Because I'm just like
Daphne's in shock.
So you're just frozen there?
legit. Well, what just happened? Like I don't think I caught on as much as I should have.
Oh,
I think
was-
your electric attack went through, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
right?
it was in the green.
Oh,
Mhm.
wait, you rolled?
I got a 23.
Oh, I didn't know you did that. Oh, an attack is an attack. Okay, so what are you trying?
Mhm.
I can't hear you, Megan.
No,
Oh, there
okay,
you-
sorry, I was muted because I didn't want to help, but I have
Oh.
to because I'm pretty sure that roll was to know whether or not the convulsions would make
Yeah.
him fire or not to actually
Okay,
shock
so
him.
Oh, yeah. I was like talking. I didn't know you were like what? Did you...
so am I supposed to roll again? Or
Oh my god! No! I didn't say all that. Actually, you know what? I didn't even realize that there was like stuff over here. Electric his nuts. Lindsay, seriously? So, reverse nut grab and that's actually a good idea. I mean, I'm just.
Oh my god.
I'd probably give pause.
That's so
We
rude.
didn't chat because we didn't want to help out loud because we knew Mimi wasn't looking at the chat and I didn't want to like.
Okay, for the sake of conversation, all 17 of those private chats are undeniably meta. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
but we didn't know she was reading them.
I read them after like everything else.
Unbelievable. Okay, so
But we knew you weren't reading them.
That's the most important part.
Oh my
first
god.
fried nuts. Like seriously, I kind of wish I had chestnuts now.
Oh
You know what?
This is what happens when you look away for like 5 minutes.
We're all going to hell.
You're all going
Okay,
to hell.
so recap of what just happened. You had the guy with the gun pointed at the back of your head, then proceeded to shoot the scientist. Then you rolled to see if you knew what would happen if you electrocuted him, and now you know what would happen if you electrocute him, and it's basically a 50-50 on whether or not he will compulsively shoot you, and that is what has gone on.
Mm-mm. No, I'm saying that there's
Okay, what
actually
did I
a
get
50-50. I'm saying there's actually a 50-50 chance. So I'll roll afterwards.
Yeah.
Does he actually shoot you or not? Which would
That's-
basically be the miss. So a gun at point blank, but I'll remove the point blank since there's the electrocution. And if he gets a hit, it means that he convulsed. If he gets a miss, it means that he went reverse convulsion, whatever that would be.
That is what I was trying to say. I just did it badly.
Oh, yeah, right. But you can't roll to see if you know which one he would do. So, what do you want to do there, Daphne?
I mean, I guess I did want to shock him.
Okay, what do you do? Are you just going to shock the air around him or the water around him? What are you doing?
I mean, I could do that.
Good.
So, what is my thing there? For electric manipulation, I think that's a excellent 16, so I can roll.
Now you roll with your agility. What exactly are you doing? You're just rolling in general to electrocute the air around you, so
Yeah.
to speak? Okay, you don't need to roll for that then. So I'm going to... Okay, lucky you. He got a 007. So that means he misses. What do you call it? The gunfire. I'm going to say the gun does actually shoot. The pistol does fire off. So you just, like, and it shoo, but it shoots off like, boom, like that. And that second shot definitely lets everybody else who's sleeping know. Wait, I did just hear something. That sounded like laser fire. What's going on here? Lindsay especially is like, I have shot plenty of fools before. That is definitely laser fire. What the heck is going? Who's shooting? Who's shooting? She's getting down. Get down, fool. What are you doing? She's me in this case.
I'm just
Get away
like,
from the window,
"Oh,
you idiot!"
shit, I'm just like, get down, I immediately just go to the floor. I'm just like, and I get my pistol out there ready too, and I'm fucking going.
I'm charging in like an idiot.
Yeah.
Tamara's just stirring from the
I'll
couch.
come
going,
back.
I don't know what's going on. She doesn't recognize. She came from a small town, so she's like, yeah, go
Just
back
like
to bed.
rolling out of bed, grabbing my fucking sword.
I might actually be green in this instance, actually, because I didn't have really much time to think.
All right. So whoever wants to run down there following Kaya, because she's definitely like pushing people out of the way.
I'm
to get down
doing it.
there. Nice. Suan?
Yeah, she's getting out of bed mainly because she saw that the other chick was green now, and she's like, "What's up with that?"
Nice.
Well, this is going to be a fun conversation.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys start shuffling down. Yeah, you kind of, aside from your chin, you kind of look like a Lemurian, which is interesting.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
So you three charge downstairs, and you see the guy. What do you call it? You recognize him immediately, Suan, and everybody else who looked at the picture, which I imagine is everybody. Tyrak. He's down there, and he's just he's like like this, and he recovers from the shot, and he has both pistols. He says, "That was a stupid mistake." Puts his hands
Can I
up.
get between them, please?
What you may do is roll initiative. Everybody roll initiative with me.
Let's go. I'm bad at this, but let's go.
I got an 88.
No, so everybody roll one
Oh,
d10.
okay.
No worries.
1d10. Well, either way, it's
That's
an
okay. I would have gotten that wrong too.
It's
No
an
worries.
8 anyway.
Let me do my guy first. Okay, so I roll a 6 and I get a 7. Nice. So now, again, whatever your intuition is, if it's typical 6, then you get no pluses. Any column shift after typical 6 will give you a plus to your roll, whatever you rolled. So case in point, I know, Zirin, you have an amazing intuition, right?
No.
No,
Typical.
Suan does. Oh, you have typical? So whatever you roll is what you roll. You rolled an 8,
8.
you have an 8. Can everybody please put their 1-digit number as you figure out what it is in the chat for me? So...
I rolled a 9 too. What do I do? So
you have amazing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your intuition is amazing, right?
my intuition actually is incredible.
Oh, incredible. Okay, so that's +4 column shifts. So, or just as not column shifts. So, well, yeah. Anyway, so +4 to your whatever you roll. That's
Look
what you
at
get.
everyone with their amazing intuition.
Right? And you're just like, huh?
So I'm like 13.
I kind of realized halfway down the hall I'm still fucking green. I'm like, God. No.
So yeah, you would be 13, Suan.
Tamara's running by going, nice look, Greenie.
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
That's racist.
I'm nice. So Megs, you net, you mean like your intuition plus your
Yeah, I
initiative?
rolled
Okay.
a 9. I got a column shift, so I'm net
Nice.
10.
Nice. Okay. So, and I got a 7.
Me and Daphne get to go before him.
Believe it or not. Okay.
Woo!
So, I'm going to give. Oh, does anybody have weapon specialist? Excuse me, or martial arts E? Because that would also give you a +1 column shift to your.
I have marksman, so
Nope, doesn't count.
I'm
Oh.
used to sanctioned duels. I don't have to like, I'm used to having like somebody count us off.
Gotcha.
So what's happening here?
Here, go.
All right. So, first up is Sue-Ann. What would you like to do?
She likes that flash bomb. She wants to take out one of his senses so that he's slow in reacting.
Oh, please tell me you're going to warn the rest of us first.
Well, of course. She'd be like, girlfriends, disco time, and then flash bomb.
That's not the same as fire in the hole, but okay.
It's better than fire in the hole.
Disco time.
Right. I have definitely known you long enough to know that means eyes closed. I don't know if you would have told the rest of us.
She doesn't care about anyone but the person that pays her. Let's be honest.
Oh, dear God.
I think everybody else needs to start chipping in.
I know something's up when they said that. So I'm just gonna be like, nope, head down.
Wait.
I'm just imagining Zarin hitting the deck entirely.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Fuck it, nope, not this time.
God, I love her so much.
All right. So, Sue-Ann, make your roll.
51.
Well, that's better than half. You're fine. As long as your agility is better than is typical or better, you're good.
Its agility is good, so hopefully that's okay.
Yeah, without even looking, I'm positive that you're in the green. Oh, look at that. You're in the green. So you hit. Okay, you put it not exactly where you wanted to, but close enough to where you want it to go. I mean, it's a freaking it's just a flash grenade, not a flash bang.
It's her power of light manipulation. So she's
that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're just, hey, bang, like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's like, look at me.
Fire fingers.
Disco time. Jazzy. So, okay. So he turns around. What's this? And he's going to make his. Okay. He's good. He's good.
Oh,
He's
good.
100% okay. Daphne, unfortunately, you've got to roll against your intuition also.
Have fun, Daphne.
So roll 2 d10s again.
Yep.
Like work. A 16.
Not your day. Shock is not
It
being.
really is.
You're having a hard time seeing. I'll let you know when you can see again.
She's like, oh God, no!
The guy's like, what? Oh, I see the little trick. He's like pointing one of the pistols back that, actually it'd be like that way, pointed at you like that. And Daphne just kind of looks like, oh, disco time. What?
Everything.
She's like putting her fingers in Tyrak's face. Is this you? Is this the gun? What's going on? Get away from me, woman.
This is not a good time.
Next up is, here we go. Kaya.
Okay, so I'm spending karma.
I'm sure you
And
are.
I am going to attempt to ram my rapier through his wrists because he's got both of his guns up. Because usually getting impaled will stop somebody from shooting you. It's going to donk his nerves up. It'll leave him alive so we can question him. That is what I'm trying to do right now.
By all means. Okay. Make your roll.
All right. I rolled a 50. That's, hold on. I got to check my score real quick. All right. That is going to put me solidly in the green, but I am definitely going to want this in the red, so I'll, drop as much karma as is necessary to do that.
In the red is a kill shot.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to... Okay, yellow
Yeah.
then?
Yellow would get you a bullseye. That would definitely go through, I would say, both of his wrists then, because I did just say he's got the one pistol to her head like this, and then he turns around and goes like that. So yeah, probably not through both of her, but at least through her wrist, or the wrist that's pointing at Daphne's head. You'd be able to just
Okay, cool. He can shoot me if he wants to. I don't care. But that's going to be 15 karma total in order to skewer his arm, and hopefully that like puts him in enough pain that he hesitates further.
Yeah, in fact, I'm actually going to make a quick roll. Let me check his statistics rather quick. Okay, it's enough that. Excuse me. I usually have a toy gun around here someplace. In this particular case, I find myself wanting. So he's got his, he's got the pistol like this to her head, and then he kind of goes like that, which causes it to. It's still in his finger's still in the trigger assembly, but what do you call it? It kind of like leans down. It's held only by the trigger and the back of his fingers here. So he'd have to reacquire the grip, and he probably could. This is a pretty big boy. But in the meantime, he does like that, so he's not shooting her this round.
All right.
So next up, Zirin, and probably Zirin first. Yeah, because Daphne, you're blind, so
Yeah.
Zirin, it's all you right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at him with my laser pistols.
Okay.
And I'm going to go for the knees.
Okay. Make your roll.
And what do I need to roll, like, exactly? I
Well,
can't remember. It's agility, right?
it is agility and +1 because of your marksman skill.
All right. So that would be remarkable.
Okay, so you have excellent agility. Cool.
And that is a 79,
Nice.
which puts me solidly in the green. Actually, no. It actually puts me in the yellow.
Yes. Awesome. We got that chart down. All right, we're golden. You may now swim freely, young Nemo. Go, touch the butt.
I always touch the butt.
So, but so, okay, you just boom, you take that shot and right through his kneecap, and he just like that. I'm going to make the roll. Okay, it's not going to go through his kneecap.
Damn it!
It's going to more graze him. He rolled a 98. Like, he just muscles through that. Like, psh, I got this.
That's a badass cook.
Right? Anybody who remembers this movie, just feel free to shout it out. So, what do you call it? Yeah, Daphne, you can do something, but any attack that you would do would be at -2 because you're blind. You're kind of stunned and everything. You're just kind of like,
Daphne needs a shock blanket.
Right? This is the worst day. Not even that far into the day. Can I try to knock him forward with the whole water control thing?
Forward would be into you.
Oh,
but
well.
you can if you want.
Other way.
Okay. So there's forward is towards you. Backwards would be through you. So the water jet would probably hit you. There's to one side would be throwing him into them. The opposite way would be, unfortunately, through them and into him. So it'd potentially knock them over also. But you are underwater. So while down and up might not work, down might work really. From top down could possibly work.
I'm going to try that.
Okay.
And
so make your roll using your agility.
My agility is excellent.
Hey.
I got a 52.
Nice. Do you have the chart available?
I do.
Cool.
That's excellent. That's in the green.
Yes. Okay. So that's a solid hit. And you have excellent 16. What's your power rank for water control?
My power rank for water control is incredible.
36 points of damage to this dude. Okay. It's only a green, which means it's only a hit. It's not going to like slam him or stun him or anything like that, but it is just a good hit against him. So boom. Okay. His round. He looks at the three of you. You're like right in front of the only entrance into the place. He like looks up, like what the heck hit him, and he has no idea what's going on. He's got a freaking rapier that just pierced his wrist. He's got a laser shot, just hit green laser shot, whatever. Just went and hit him in the knees. Like what the funk is going on here? And here's where things start to get really weird. He actually grows. He grows to about 16 feet, which is twice as tall as he was, well, more than twice as tall as he was before, and it's too tall for this place. As he's growing, he kind of double axe handles and boom to the side opposite of you ladies and breaks down that side of the wall. Your mom is like, dude, not cool. but he what do you call it? He starts like moving outside as he gets out, as he's moving through, and just starts trying to walk away, swim away as fast as this giant lumbering oaf can. Top of the round, which means it's back to Sue-Ann.
Oh goodness. Okay, she's got light manipulation, right? And you said I could use that somewhat like lasers at times.
If you, it's another power stunt, a different power stunt.
Okay. She's gonna try to do what the green chick did, and knock out his kneecap so that he falls.
Okay. So it's going to be 100 karma points, and your ability is remarkable, right?
Yes.
So 100 karma points plus you'll have to get in the red.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have no karma at this point.
How much karma do you have right now?
Well, 230 is what I have left.
Oh, okay. So you can do that. And you're
Okay.
actually, you can make sure that you're going to actually get it off. And yeah,
Okay.
I don't like to do that unless I have like 200 karma points on me.
Okay. So I'll use, how many did you want me to use?
Oh, no, you're going to give me 100 automatically, and then you're going to roll under remarkable. And then that'll determine how much more you would need.
All right. All right. Okay. 96. Thank goodness.
Oh, geez. A 96 under
goodness.
remarkable? You don't need to spend any extra karma points. You have to give me 10 since you said adding karma. So you're going to give me a total of 110 karma points. And then write down that you have, under light manipulation, also another bullet point that you have done
lasers.
A laser once. You have to write down that you did each of these one time. Like maybe do the number 1 and a circle, and then you could just like erase it. And actually, I'm thinking pen and paper, but whatever. Yeah, make sure it's some kind of a box, a bracket, something. Tildes surrounding them.
I wish I knew how to save this properly on the stupid web formy thing.
Right. Megan, are you allowed to make that announcement?
No.
Okay, fine. Congrats anyway.
Thank you.
So now you're going to roll to hit. So that's your agility.
Okay, so I'm rolling to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. 50.
What's your... Do you have the chart?
No. I'm
okay.
terrible.
What's your agility?
My agility is good.
Okay, and you rolled a 50. That is a standard hit. So you'll get like the leg area, but it's, if I remember correctly, I think it's -2 column shifts to the power rank, so you're doing good 8 damage.
Okay.
Okay,
Enough to maybe stun him and prevent him from getting out.
No, you didn't roll high enough for a stun. Yellow, yeah, yellow would have been a stun result, but it is what it is. Actually,
Excuse me while I roll again.
a red would have been a stun result, but
Okay.
nonetheless. And of course, next time, if you want, you can always add karma to your roll to hit, but it's got to be your decision. So
Listen, I don't have much karma left, okay?
I know. You probably want to save some. So you get the head off, but you do 8 points of damage to him. He kind of gives like he like turns around and looks as he's trying to move away. Whose turn is it now? Oh crap! Kaya, it's all you.
All right, so I'm going to remove my rapier from his wrist and.
Oh yeah, you poked it and pulled it out. No, he doesn't like.
Okay.
Walk away with
Well,
it.
I mean, like in that case, all right. Like, what is his status right now? Like, how's he
You
standing?
see his back. You see his back as he's trying
Oh,
to
do I?
swim away.
All right. What, in your professional opinion, would be the best thing to stop him from doing that? Because I have questions.
You want me to tell you how to stop him?
Okay, fair. All right, I was on the swim team. Okay, if I stab him through the leg, that's gonna stop him pretty well from swimming away right now, I'm pretty sure. So I will stab him in the leg. And once again, I'm gonna spend karma because I'm having none of this, and I didn't need to spend karma because that's like fucking 70.
Okay, so now it's
That's okay. It's 80 total.
now
And
it's
I'm still in
now
the
it's
yellow,
F
and I'm
and
good.
cool. Okay, so that's a pretty damn solid hit. So in the yellow, that's okay. Sorry, but he rolls a 99. I'm trying to not let it fall. He rolls a 99 to not take a stun, but you still
okay,
do the
I know
damage.
who he is. And I'm really mad at him.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I'm really, really mad at him.
So next up
Be able to
is
track his ass.
Zirin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for another shot to the fucking knees.
Okay.
And I'm gonna spend karma as well.
Oh, all right.
I can't tell on my. I'm just gonna say it was a 69.
Okay. I know. I knew Megan's not going to be able to hold a straight face.
And
You are-
my
you are
percentile
such a
doesn't tell
child.
me which is a 6 or which is a 9 on there, so I'm assuming it's the lesser, but I'm not sure.
Okay, there should be a line underneath the number.
There isn't on either of them.
Really?
Okay,
Yeah.
well, is the 0 before or after the 6/9? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind, don't listen to me.
No, it does.
It's the percentile dice, and
Yeah,
Oh,
because
wait.
it's going to be after the number no matter what. But
Hmm.
you should be able to tell from context clues whether it's a 6 or a 9 because it's going to be number 0.
Yeah. If like here's my 9 or my 9.
Okay,
It
I
says
can't see
90.
that. Move
I'm
it. There we
trying-
go. That's a 60. Yep.
Okay.
You were right. It's a 69.
Okay.
and I is spending some karma to get it into the yellow.
Okay. So what do you have right now? What color do you have?
Yeah,
Your agility plus 1 column shift because of
so
your
it's a
marksman.
remarkable 69.
It's not remarkable 69. It's a 69 under remarkable.
Oh no.
That's it. You just literally that's like freaking Yellowstone just blew.
I'm going to hell.
Anyway,
I actually think I have a hand basket someplace. Like, do you need transportation?
I'm sure I'll fit in there.
all right, so it's already in the yellow, so I didn't really need to do that.
Not a big deal. But you add 10 karma points to it anyway, since you said adding karma. So
Yeah.
subtract 10 from that, and then Bang, you got in the yellow. That is a bullseye. You hit him exactly where you want to hit him. Potential stun. Oh, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay, it stops him. He's like, oh, like that. That shot actually goes through, or at least into, his gigantic sized knee. Daphne. Are you just now getting the 69 joke? Like,
Oh, I literally slapped my knee. God damn it.
Oh my god.
that's where he got shot.
The comedy here.
It just slaps.
We got jokes. We got a couple jokes.
We're special.
Also, a question: can Daphne see yet?
No.
Oh.
No.
I was trying to help you. I'm sorry.
There was an attempt made.
She like pulls out a bazooka. Lindsay just kind of like turns her to face the right direction. Then she turns the bazooka around so she doesn't shoot behind her.
Okay.
Uh,
We committed a felony together. We're tight.
And
International incident.
that gets on the blooper reel.
oh my god. So like he's not moving anymore, right?
No, he stops, and you can see he's starting to turn around.
Oh, God. So is Daphne seeing shapes? Is that what we're going off of?
No, she's not seeing anything. Literally, just she's seeing a bright white light.
Well, I'm just asking because you're saying you see him turning around.
Oh yeah, you're right. I did say that, didn't I? Mm.
I was trying to get clarification. I'm sorry.
Take 5 karma points. Zirin, because I screwed up. I said she sees.
Thank you.
Like a 5 karma point, no prize.
Yep.
Got anything, Daph?
No, I don't.
No worries. Do you want to hold your turn?
Sure.
If you think of something to do after he makes it, because he's going to finish the round. If you think of something to do after he finishes round, before we go to the top of the round, then just shout it out. So he does stop. He turns around and looks back at you guys, says, I'm not going to be able to get out of here, am I? I'm going to have to go through you guys. So he grows further to 24 feet tall.
What
Oh, God.
the fuck?
Yeah. Hey, the good news is that he's +3 column shifts to hit. The bad news is that he's going to hit a whole lot harder.
Oh
So-
God, I made him angry. Oh God.
You won't like him when he's angry.
Right? So he kind of comes back in pimp slap mode and goes with a wide berth. Let's see. Oh, I think you guys are okay though, because what's his to hit? Oh, that's not actually bad. And he rolled a 33.
God, I remember that stupid meme
He legit misses.
from
He wouldn't-
2008 from this. I'm having
Oh
flashbacks of I am the Juggernaut bitch.
no.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch. But just the original routine. No, what's going on here? Oh, what do you think about Phoenix Lady? What do you think you are? Don't you know who I am? I'm the juggernaut, bitch. Just like moving out like that was
God.
really
Having those flashbacks, man. I'm sorry.
Wasn't asking for those flashbacks, but now I'm having them too. Thank you,
Oh
Siri.
my god.
It's all good.
They're
It's all
welcome here. So yeah, he
caring.
he actually does. All right, Care Bear. So he actually does the Care Bear stare. So he goes to swing to swipe you guys, but nothing. He's way out there. It's a near miss. So do you have anything, Daph?
I'm sitting here like thinking about doing the whole electricity thing again, but I'm blind, so
Please don't shock us.
I know, right?
I'm fine with it if you shock me.
No, I'm not fine with it. The thing, I'm not fine with it.
She's like, it's not okay.
I think in character she wouldn't do something
Just
like
help
that.
touch your hand and be like,
She wouldn't risk it.
Okay. Not a problem. Okay, so you're going to be blind for a while, just to let you know. I actually rolled an 8. I'm going to bring that down by half. So you're going to be blind next round also. But after that, I'll just give you an early you can see again.
it's a miracle. Jesus came
Right?
down to the waters.
Literally, physician,
my
heal
God.
thyself.
Mhm.
She's just like, you know what? I got to do something to get these spots out of my eyes. Let me just like blot. So, top of the order, it is Sue-Ann's turn. You got a
Ooh.
24-foot blue dude in front of you who is mad.
Well, she. If I use hypnosis again,
Do you have enough
is
karma for that?
oh yeah, I have to use 100 karma, don't I? Do I have to use
Just
it
to be able to
every
pull it off.
time?
Yes. For the first 10 times that you do it, you're going to have to give me 100 karma points.
Aw.
But
Is
think
it-
about that. It is it's technically 1/3 of the price of a brand new power.
That's true.
It's like bargain basement deals. I mean, come on.
All right. Let's tempt the hypnosis.
Okay. And don't forget, you're going to have to get in the red to actually pull it off.
Okay. Oh God. Why do I spend my points like this? I'm gonna like have nothing at
Because
the
you
end
want
of
permanent
this.
powers.
That's true. I do. Hypnosis would be so, yummy.
It would literally be the perfect next power for you.
It would be.
Like lasers, but hypnosis,
79.
Oh, damn. All right. Your power rank for light generation is remarkable.
Yes.
79, and you need to get 95 or better. 89, so that's 16 karma points you'd have to add.
Okay, I can do that.
Yep. So 116 karma points total, and put down next to hypnosis that you've done it twice now. That's really
Okay.
important. Otherwise, we have to guess and try to remember.
Okay, twice.
Like, go back and watch the videos.
Nah, be kind. Rewind. So you've done the hypnosis twice and the laser once. Now, the next time that you try hypnosis, you only have to get in the yellow.
Okay.
So the next 3 times you do that, so you're learning the power better. All right, now roll to actually no, you don't have to roll to do the hypnosis. He's got to roll to resist. Oh, he might not resist. Oh shoot, he might not resist. That's a 38. He does not resist. You have a one-word command that you can offer him.
Let's go in the classic Inuyashima thing. Sit, boy.
All right. So he just boom and sits, and Atlantis shakes. But he sits.
I'm just
Yes.
kind of like,
Daphne's like, what the frig? What the frig just happened? Is there an earthquake too? I can't deal with this, Scott. I can't deal with this.
this is too much in one day.
And now, the hateful one.
Okay, so you know that thing he's doing where he keeps growing in size?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's not doing that anymore.
Okay. Do you remember how the power works? I don't. But at Unearthly 100, I don't think that he's resisting it. Oh, 94 might, though. Okay, I have to, unfortunately, look at how the power works again. Nullification power.
Okay. Magical abilities are not affected.
Yeah, he's not magical.
Okay.
Let's see. Nullifier power. Don't remember where that is exactly. I think it's right before all of this. Maybe right before this as well. Nullifier missile. No, I don't want the missile. That's what Daphne has. But she's got to be able to see to hit it. Shoot.
Let's see if I can turn this up with Google faster than you can find it in the book.
Okay.
I typed in phase book instead of phase rip at first, though, so I'm pretty sure we know how this is going to end.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident in my ability. Here we go. Nullifying power, page 76 of your blue book. Okay. The hero with this extremely potent power can negate the inborn superhuman abilities or powers of other individuals with power rank ability. Technological or magical abilities are unaffected. Those affected must make an endurance feat against the power rank intensity or lose those inborn abilities as long as the hero is within range or for 1 to 10 rounds. Note, this power will affect all within the range of the power, and the individual may use no other inborn superhuman powers. Yeah, but we've ignored that.
We've established that it is single target. That was a limitation.
Yes, so it's both of you because it's you and
Yes,
him.
yes.
Yeah, so those effects
Just
must make
me,
an
just
endurance
him.
feat. Okay, endurance feat. Here's the problem. I rolled a 94,
Fuck.
which means he's good. Well,
Okay.
he's got to get in the red, actually. A 94. Yeah, sorry, he just needs to roll a 91. So now, what's your endurance?
36.
So incredible.
Yes.
Similar to his, you also have to get in the red.
Okay. Can I spend karma on that?
You may.
Okay. Cool. I will do so. I'm
As long
very
as you-
angry at this
As
man.
long as you don't have the power to spend karma. Make it rain karma.
Okay. So I rolled a 20. But like it's minimum 10. And let's hold on, I gotta get in the red.
Yeah.
I have the table here somewhere. Here we go.
So you need like what, a 91, same as him, right?
Okay. So I'm just gonna get a calculator out real fast.
What, to go from, you rolled a 20?
Yes.
You need
It's
71.
okay. I'm almost like it's 71. 71 is the total that I need to spend to do this.
I remember you and I racing, me doing it in my head, you doing it on the calculator. Nice.
I can't math, all right?
Sometimes you win. All right. So, yeah, do you want to spend the full 71 karma points to?
Yes, I do. I really need this guy to answer my questions, and I
Gotcha.
really need him to not get away from me.
Gotcha. So understand, this is so that your power doesn't get nullified, but his power is, he's definitely okay. You're now okay. You spend the 71 karma points. Make sure you erase it.
Okay.
So neither of you actually get affected by the thing. You feel
Well,
it's
that's
like,
fine. It doesn't
well,
turn my immortality off. We're good.
yeah. Yeah, so you're okay now. But oof, wow. Like that would be the worst if your power went out and his power stayed. Like, oh no.
It's fine. I'll find his ass later.
Well, he's sitting. He's sitting down like a good boy.
This is true.
Okay.
He's a very good boy.
Uh-huh. And now on to Zirin. What dost thou do? I'm sorry that it's just really quick. I'm sorry that the first time that you're really using this, like the power didn't work.
Nah,
That was a
it's fine.
really crappy roll, but
That happens.
I am slowly approaching him with my gun drawn. And if he makes a fucking move, I'm gonna shoot him in the fucking shoulder.
okay.
I am so done with this.
He's just kind of staring off into space.
She's just like, what the fuck?
We can actually end combat for this then,
Alright.
as long as Suan continues focusing on this guy.
I just have my gun just straight up focused, like, like
Daphne, your sight comes back, pretty quickly comes back to normal. Anybody who's looking at Suan knows don't look too long because she just looks way too calming right now. So it's like, well, I get what she's doing. Well, there, lady Sparkle Fingers. I know your game. So what do you guys want to do now with this giant mother effer?
ugh.
Well, Tamara, if she has to concentrate, but they might want to start asking him questions since he can't move, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Sit boy.
Okay, so like my suggestion is somebody start asking him questions while somebody else start binding his limbs. Like, do we have cuffs in this lab?
Cuffs, sure, that big.
All right, I'll bind him.
Oh, that's fair.
So, yeah, I'm going to say that the Atlantean guard comes up by about this time. Namor will come up also, and he's almost disappointed. Like he's proud of you guys, but he's also kind of like, damn, I didn't get to do my flying double punch on this thing and scream out Imperious Rex. I'm all sorts of sad now. Like he's almost mopey.
Well, you know what? He's here. That means that this guy's probably not going to cause any more trouble. So I'm going to ease down considerably. The threat of Namor is no joke.
Tamara's just like winking at him, going, "Go for it, cutie pie."
He just kind of looks back at you. He's like,
you can't talk to the king like that.
well, then again, he kind of looks back at Tamara. He's like, Imperious Rex.
Oh my god.
I'm just rolling my eyes.
Completely understand why my mom broke up with you now.
Oh my god.
Wow. So, yeah, he goes walking up, green freaking chainmail Speedos. And yeah, he grabs onto this guy. What are you? Who are you? What are you doing here? And what do you call it? By the time he's able to shrink down, Namor is able to recognize him and a few others, including your boyfriend, Kaya.
Oh, he's here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I want a word with him before the game ends, but continue.
Done. And they're all sorts of pissed. Even when you guys start actually trying to add in a couple of points here and there, like, hey, such and such and such, like, he's, one of the spy masters and so on and so forth. Namor, he shouts back to you or to whoever's, actually it would have to be one of you guys, that he only has one surviving spy master left. Kaya, you are impressed by the resoluteness of, what the heck is his name again? Xerius? Yeah, Xerius. You're impressed by his seriousness, that he's just impressed by him not going, hey, that's me. He's just kind of like, not going to let anybody know. So the idea that this guy even faked getting into being the spy master amongst everybody who's here, that's actually something of a big deal. This guy was a deep plant. You find out that like you guys are allowed in on the debriefing because, well, obviously you guys have to be debriefed, but the Imperial Guards are talking about, this guy is actually a plant. He is Atlantean, but he's actually one of Atuma's people. Atuma is actually a guy who he's a warlord for some of the barbarian tribes, but a dispatched, an exiled warlord, ridiculously effing powerful. But all that being said, still exiled. So the idea this guy is working for Atuma means that this is a bigger problem than you guys really wanted, because that means that regardless of who shot, the missile, the warhead, it did actually still come from Atlantis, the OK. And this might wind up leading to, like some of the counselors, the advisors are pointing out, this is going to look like it was sanctioned by Atlantis. The United Nations is going to be tied up in vetoes left and right. I think that we're going to have to try, others, wartime council. I think that we're going to have to try and figure this stuff out ourselves. I'm going to give all three of you all four of you, because I can math. All four of you, but three of you under Kaya. Kaya, if you can think of, actually, you know what? Let's call it cabinet members. All four of you are cabinet members right now. Cool. Advisors to Namor. So And this actually comes with a salary. I know that Sue Ann was about to ask.
I'm gonna add this,
You
add
know
this
how
to
my
the
character
resumes.
thinks.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna update my LinkedIn now.
Tara's like,
Got
Tara's gonna be like, I advise you to wear shorter shorts.
Oh my god.
Think thong.
Like,
Just blind me again. Just blind me again.
No. Namor's the kind of guy, he's so sexy, he can make a straight guy gay. I'm saying. Kaya,
I mean,
yeah, Megan, do you think that we can actually get one of those Nerderkey thongs for Namor? So,
I will talk to the men in charge.
so, what you call it? All right. So, all that being what it is, with Vertus dead, that's actually a big deal. They're gonna have to come to a new council. And you know what? This is something food for thought for all of you guys, all you ladies. Think about what advice you're going to each offer to Namor next week when we reconvene, because he's going to need some help from his cabinet. Because it's almost like Vertus was there specifically for the sake of trying to figure out who this bad guy was, and now being so close to who the bad guy was, this is kind of freaky. So with no more cryptozoologist, with no more trust, and nobody to blame right now, unless they can actually get Tyrius to speak. Yeah. Really quick karma for everybody. It's 100 karma points each for beating him, because his strength does actually go up to 100, right? His strength goes up to monstrous. I'm still going to give you 100 for it. And then an extra 50 karma points for the mission in and of itself, despite the idea that, or in inclusion to all the individual karma that you guys got throughout the mission. So 150 karma points, bang, right now on the spot.
do we get karma points for engaging in the missions? Like when we start off, I forgot about that.
Oh, in the very beginning, yeah, I said you add your starting karma.
What is the starting karma again?
Your RIP stats.
All
So if
right.
you have like, 10, 10, and 10, that's 30. So an extra 30 in the beginning. But yeah, you have like your incredible intuition and all that.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
So 8, 36, and 26, what does that mean?
8, 26, and 36. Add
Mhm.
all three of those numbers up, and then that's your starting karma at the beginning of every single mission that we do for you.
Okay, because I have not been adding that because I'm a bad girl.
So, man, that would have been another power stunt. So, what did you want to talk to Xerius about?
Okay, so I'm pretty much going to pull him off to the side, make sure nobody can hear us, and I'm going to be like, all right, look, they're already starting to meddle in things because there was a disaster, and apparently we need more Atlanteans, so I'm just going to be real blunt about this. Marry me.
Oh, snap. Well, I wasn't expecting this.
Like,
Oh.
before they can dunk with it again, before they can tell us not to.
Wow. Okay, shoot. Okay. Do you want to do that next mission?
Have to.
Do you want to do that next mission? He's like, I'm gonna kind of,
Yeah,
hey.
take your time. Answer me later.
Okay. Well, no. He'll say yes. He really loves you. Like, it's wild, it's hot, it's passionate. Yeah, he really digs you a lot.
All right, cool.
Have you guys by chance,
No.
No. Wow. Okay. Keeping it like nice and
Yeah.
haughty.
I mean, the risk of getting caught, like.
I know. The scandal. Oh my God. So, all right. Cool. Wow. Shoot. You know what? Take another 20 karma points. now I gotta think, like, you guys gotta plan the wedding. You gotta figure out, I guess you got 3 bridesmaids here.
Need to be a thing. I meant like quickly and under the table, like not even under the table, just like, just find an efficient, like it doesn't need to be a big thing. It just needs to be.
You guys, we don't have
Casino
the time
Atlantis.
Tamara's just walking up going, I've got my license, so I can.
I'm just gonna go ahead and shift back to being a human while all this is going on.
Oh no, you were
know
still
what?
green
I
when
don't feel
Namor
comfortable
walked
feeling
in.
exposed
Uh,
because it just hit me again. I'm still fucking green.
No, it's all right. I got your back.
I was just
All
walking by. Hey, Greenie, what up?
Oh,
again.
fuck off.
All right. So wrap this one up. Are we good? No questions?
No,
You
no
know,
questions.
for the live? Okay, cool. Professor Bill and crew, Comic Book University, class dismissed. Almost forgot how to do that.
I'll miss you.